Have you heard about alkaline water? Today we look at which type of medical condition it could possibly help slow down. With more on this is Dr. Chad Demay, a neurologist and pain management expert with the Avila Physician Network, to talk about this and the impacts. Thank you so much for joining us as usual.
Yeah, good afternoon. Interesting subject today. Excited to share what I found out.
So for starters, some people may not be familiar. What exactly is in alkaline water and how is it supposed to work?
So, alkaline water, if we go back to our basic chemistry, talks about the pH of a liquid. So, 7 being neutral, high numbers being basic, low numbers being acidic. So, the whole idea behind alkaline water is that if our blood is too acidic, that it leads to disease processes. So, that's the whole underlying basic thought process behind putting all this in your body. And the drinking of the alkaline water isn't so much for your stomach and so forth, but you want to convert your blood pH. So your blood pH should normally sit around 7.4. So the claim to fame to alkaline water, I had to write it all down because there's so much that they say it does. But they say that it leads to increased energy, improves nutrient absorption, is an antioxidant, it cleans your colon, lubricates your joints, regulates blood sugar, and actually some people say it helps cancer. Now, we'll get into this a little bit later, but there's no definitive answer that does any of this stuff. But what you're trying to do is put your body in a better homeostasis to kind of fight disease process. That's the theory behind this stuff.
So what do the studies say in terms of what it can do and what it can't do?
Yeah, so the studies are all over the place. I mean, and that's pretty common when you're dealing with holistic type medicine. The best evidence I can find is against like acid reflux, which I guess makes the most sense. A lot of doctors and scientists believe that as soon as you drink this stuff, that once it hits your stomach, that the acidity in your stomach is going to neutralize it. And that a lot of doctors believe that the benefits that people are claiming from alkaline water has nothing to do with the pH value, but it has to do with the magnesium, the sodium, the potassium that's in it. I mean, long story short, Liz, for this stuff to work, you got to drink it all day. And they recommend that you drink water, and this is a calculation. So take your weight in pounds divided by 2, and that number is how many ounces of water you should drink a day. It's a lot. And the problem is I have a bottle of it here. This stuff's expensive. This was $6. And to make your own alkaline water, you can buy an ionizing machine. And I did a Google search before I came on with you. The cheapest I could find was $500. So this is not a simple thing for people to do, but you got to do it all the time. I read LeBron James does it, Carmelo Anthony, a lot of athletes, but it's not a simple pill. You got to really marry this process.
Okay, so lastly, from what you're telling me is that it helps with acid reflux.
Yeah.
But nothing else so far in terms of what the studies say. So what happens if you consume too much of it?
Yeah, so again, back to that, I would say if you want to try it, right? I mean, there's no downside to it. Monitor your levels and so forth. The major downside is if you drink too much alkaline water, you can make your blood alkaline instead of acidic, and that can cause nausea, vomiting, confusion. Too much alkaline water can destroy the normal bacteria in your stomach, so that's a problem. If you have a kidney disease and you're drinking that much water with this electrolyte, that could be a problem. So you need to discuss that, with your physician before starting this process. But, just succinctly for our viewers, what I took from this, it's a lot of claim to fame. The science doesn't back it up. If you want to try it, I think as long as your doctor's aware and you're doing it safely, it's good to try. But just be prepared that this is a marriage. This is a lot of water all the time and, a cost associated with it. So you just need to make sure you understand what you're doing, how you do it, and what you're monitoring.
And always check with your doctor first. Thank you so
Absolutely.
much, Chad. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. Good to see you guys.